Kat here at Wilkins Harley-Davidson doing another helmet comparison video as part of the Wilkins Harley-Davidson Helmet Safety Awareness Month. Today we're going to be going over two different styles of full face helmets. So in front of me we have the Harley-Davidson Capstone modular helmet in billiard red. And then we also have the brand new Harley-Davidson 3-in-1 gargoyle conversion helmet. So these two helmets both have obviously the full face option. This one is the modular, this one has this front piece right here. There are going to be some style differences as well as some different safety features for each helmet. So what we're going to do right off the bat is, because it's right in front of me, is we're gonna go with the gargoyle helmet first. So obviously it does have a very different style design to it. That is because with the gargoyle and with the rest of our 3-in-1s, like our black and pink Willie G and our pilot 3-in-1 helmet, there are 3 helmets in one here. So as you guys may have seen, we did do a big reveal video on this helmet when it first came in. So we're just going to kind of retouch base on all of the different features and options that come with this helmet first. So right off the bat, you see it does have more of a rounded profile where this one angles out more. So with the 3-in-1 helmets, you do have that drop down sun shield, which is a really nice feature, especially for riders like myself who have to wear glasses. Definitely can come in handy. So the biggest thing right off the bat is that we have the front face mask that comes off. This is the first level of that 3-in-1. So you have option 1, which is the full face. Option 2 is the 3/4. Now you also have this whole lower piece right here. It goes all the way around and comes off. That knocks this down to a half helmet. So with the 3-in-1 conversions, you quite literally do have 3 helmets in one. Now, as with all of our other helmets, the gargoyle is a DOT safety certified helmet. Any helmet that has that DOT certification will have the DOT tag on it on the back. It is something that is required of all motorcycle helmets, sort of a kind of base level safety standard that all helmets have to pass, so that in the event, if God forbid something does happen and someone's involved in an accident, these helmets will do their job and will protect you. So one of the features of having a DOT safety approved helmet is going to be padding just about all over the place in the helmet. So as you can see, there's many different layers of padding in here, as well as that inner hard shell that goes in between the padding and then the rough, that hard outer shell. So this padding around the neck and the ears and around the head is what's going to protect you. Now, if you notice, on the inside of the mask of this 3-in-1, as with all of the other 3-in-1s, is it has some padding, but it doesn't have a lot of padding. That is because of the style design, because you can remove this piece. And actually, if you notice, on the helmet right here, it says, well, it says always securely fasten chin strap when wearing a helmet. That's the biggest, most important feature. Now, on one of our 3-in-1 helmets, I believe it is, it might be over here. Yep, right here on the front piece. It says does not protect chin from impacts, because of the fact that this part of the helmet can come off. So that is something to always consider when looking at getting a new helmet. Is yes, this has options, but even in full face mode, compared to a full face helmet, and Harley does disclose that, this piece will not protect your chin and lower jaw area if something happens and you were to go over the front of the bike. So that is something to always take into consideration when choosing a helmet. As with the majority of the Harley-Davidson helmets, it does have that traditional D-ring that we went over last time with the Badass helmets and the Harley half helmets. So we go through them both over one, get that nice tight secure. And again, as you notice, it does have the little snap that holds this in place. This little snap is a really nice feature, because if you didn't have it and you're riding around, imagine how annoying it would be feeling this hit your chin and your neck. So that is really the basic features of the gargoyle 3-in-1. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna roll this one over, we're gonna put this one here, and we're gonna go into this one. So this is the Harley-Davidson Capstone modular helmet. Now the modular helmets come in 4 different colors. There is the matte black, the gloss black, the gauntlet gray, and the billiard red. These helmets came out in 2021, and Harley actually designed the Gauntlet Gray and the Billiard Red to go with motorcycles of that year who came in the Gauntlet Gray and Billiard Red colors as well, which is a really cool, fun little thing that Harley likes to do. Obviously, safety is Harley's top priority, but the second priority down is going to be customization, which is always fun. So this is a bit of a bigger helmet in terms of overall size. The Capstone modulars weigh in at just over 3 pounds, whereas with the 3-in-1s, those are, I believe, just under to just about 3 pounds. So there's a little bit of weight difference. With the 3-in-1 modulars, there are a lot of additional features that the helmet has. So right off the bat, it does have the clear protective face shield. So there's on both sides, there's 2 little lips that allow you to lift this up, which is a really nice feature. Now, some people have asked, well, it has the clear part, but it doesn't have, that drop down sun shield. So right over here on the side, you see this little feature right here. Now, if you push that back, it is going to drop down the sun shield. So even if you have this down, you still have the clear protective to protect against dirt, debris, bugs, rain, the weather and elements. But you also have that nice sun shield. So again, if you wear glasses or if you left your riding glasses at home, you have the option to help protect your eyes from the sun and the UV rays, which is really nice. So, also on this helmet, there are a couple of spaces that have customizable air vents. So right here on the front and then right here on the top. So both of these vents right now are set to close. So to open them to allow airflow to circulate while you're wearing the helmet, you just push that one down and then you push that one back. And this opens up that area, so it helps decrease the chance of having fog build up from condensation, from your breathing while you're wearing the helmet, but it also allows airflow to come in. Now, on the back of the helmet, this whole setup right here is what's called the exit vent. So if you have the intake vents open, this part is gonna allow the air to flow out so you have more circulation, which is really nice. Obviously, we've got that super sweet Barre and Shield logo nice and big on the back. But some people are going to notice that obviously there is that DOT safety certification, but then to the left of it, there's this one that says ECER 22.05. So that is an additional safety standard certification that the motor company has recently started doing. So initially with this helmet, with the ECE certification, it was kind of the trial run for this safety standard. Over in Europe, all riding gear, whether it's helmets, jackets, pants, gloves, boots, anything, has to go through what's called the ECE certification or CE certification. Basically what that means is that all of this motorcycle safety gear products are brought to an independent laboratory and they are put through intense, rigorous, different tests. Of simulations of situations where this happens or this happens, the rider's hit from behind or the side or the front, to essentially test how much impact and damage the safety gear can take before it essentially breaks. So Harley did this last year with these helmets. And they've actually started including in a lot of their riding jackets as well. A lot of the new riding jackets that are coming in will have pockets for the D30 body armor. That is an ECE additional safety standard, which allows riders the option to have the body armor if they wish to have it, but it's not a mandatory thing. Again, Harley is big on safety, but they're also big on customization and comfort for their riders. So we've kind of gone over the outside of the helmet. So to open the modular part of the helmet, we've got this red little button right here. Now when you're wearing it, all you gotta do is push it forward like that and then pull it up. So this opens the face of the helmet, and this has been a super popular feature with a lot of riders. A lot of riders, they wanna be able to, stop for a cigarette, have a drink of water, talk to people at a stoplight or somewhere, but don't necessarily wanna take off their helmet because it can get, kind of repetitive and tedious. So we have the modular feature, which is super sweet. So inside the helmet, you are gonna see a boatload of padding. And some people have noticed right off the bat that especially in this area of the helmet, in this cheek and lower jaw, and also kind of the neck area, there is a lot more padding. So this is one of those additional safety features that comes with that ECE certification. There's all this extra padding, which when people do try it on, it does kind of give you a little bit of a chipmunk cheek. It does kind of squish your face a little bit, but it's for good reason. So with this extra padding, it is designed because in one of the simulations that this helmet underwent during the lab testing, the simulation was that the motorcyclists went over the front of the bike and hit the chin. Obviously, if you're going to go over the front of your motorcycle, the chin and lower jaw area is going to be the initial point of impact. So Harley wanted to make sure to add in extra padding into this area as a precautionary measure for protection for the riders, which is really nice. And as with most helmets, as you wear them, that padding does squish and conform, kind of like recontour to the shape of your head, which is why when you're trying helmets on with us here at the dealership, we do recommend you get a helmet that's a little more on the snug side, because as you wear it, it's going to squish and it's going to become a more comfortable fit. You don't want a helmet that is a really comfortable fit at first, because once you, in a sense, break the helmet in after wearing it, it's going to become loose and then it's not really safe for you. So helmet safety is a huge thing. Now, with the capstone modular, as with a lot of other helmets, it does also have that same D-ring feature. So again, we loop and then we go over under. Now with this one, there's a couple of extra things. There's this red little tag here. So you can actually go under here and leave it like that if you want to, but there's also that little snap. So Harley gives you options depending obviously on how tight you want, you know, your chin strap to be while you're riding. So one other feature with this helmet is that this is the most Bluetooth compatible, or this is one of the most Bluetooth compatible helmets Harley has. So it's a little hard to see, but on the inside here, where I'm kind of running my finger through, that's actually a pocket so you can stick an earpiece in. Before Harley came out with the new Outrush modular helmet, which we will be going over in another video, this was really the most Bluetooth compatible helmet Harley had. You know, any parts and service team can set up the Bluetooth set. Essentially, the Bluetooth set gets kind of strapped on like right here or right over here, and then they hook you up with it. So with the 3-in-1s, they're also Bluetooth compatible to an extent. If you have it in the full face or the 3/4 mode, you can have that Bluetooth set in. Unfortunately, though, if you do take this lower piece off and make it a half helmet, you lose that Bluetooth capability. So these are kind of a side-by-side comparison overall of the Gargoyle and the Capstone. Both are very popular styles of helmets. Like I said, this one does come in 3 other colors. Again, Harley likes customization, which is always fun. These are probably 2 of our most popular styles aside from that new Outrush helmet that came in. But yeah, if you guys have any questions on helmets, helmet safety, helmet lifespans, anything like that, you can give me a call here at the dealership. And don't forget that from now until the 19th, if you do bring in your old motorcycle helmet, doesn't have to be a Harley helmet, can be any motorcycle helmet. But if you do bring in your old helmet for us to dispose of and you purchase a new one, we will give you 15% off of that new helmet from now until the 19th. Thanks, guys.